Hello everyone, and I am back on Hondori Street. From here, I'm staying at a hotel right down the road, and I walk down a couple of blocks to turn onto Hondori Street, and from here I'm going to walk down to Don Quijote. Don Quijote is a chain of stores in Japan that is very popular. It's a very interesting place. You can buy all sorts of stuff there at pretty much any time of the night. I believe that most, if not all of them, are 24 hours. So if you're in a city, it's basically like the only place you're going to be able to go and get stuff at any time of the day or night. It's not like if you're from a country where you're used to having like a lot of 24-hour stuff. For example, in the US, even though my hometown is a small city, it is filled with Walmarts and other types of supermarkets and stores that have 24-hour access to all sorts of stuff. So when I came to Asia, I've lived almost 7 years in China and about 4 years in Japan now. And the thing that's similar between the two is that regardless of whether you live in a big city or not, there's a big shortage of 24-hour places. Of course, you have the konbinis, you know, the convenience stores here that are open 24 hours, and they're all over the place. Even in the countryside, you can find some. But pretty much everything else kind of closes around 10 o'clock. If you are in the city, or in a big city, then, or medium to big size city, then you'll definitely find places to eat. You know, cafes and restaurants that are open, mostly smaller places that are open really late, where you can go and eat, get something to drink. Hey Glenn, good to see you. Glad you could join, man. I wasn't really planning to do this, but earlier today I thought, hey, I'm in Hiroshima for one more night. Why not do something interesting? I'm not sleepy. I'm not going to be sleepy for probably a few hours because I slept my butt off yesterday. From yesterday until this morning, I got up so late that I almost missed the checkout time. I forgot that I changed hotels. I was at a hostel, and they put me on an upper bunk, and man, it was not enjoyable for me to climb that bunk. The prices were very cheap. It was only like $15 to stay there per night, which is great, and it was a really cool place, but the beds were really hard, and since they had me on the top bunk, I was like, you know, forget this. I'll pay a few extra dollars, and I'll go to a hotel where I can have a full-size bed with a really soft mattress in a better location. And so that's where I'm at tonight. I had another dental appointment. I've been getting a lot of work done on my teeth, which I've neglected for a long time. And because I was so busy doing that and doing bank errands between Mizuho Bank and Japan Post, I didn't get everything done today that I wanted to get done, so I stayed an extra night. And tomorrow I'll pick up some more vegetables for juice, and then go back to the Villa, my house. For those of you who don't know, it's my old Japanese house in the countryside. If you look up my other channel, which is called Akia Kominka Life, that's actually, it's kind of my, you could say it's kind of my main channel because it has the most views and subscribers and all that kind of stuff, but this was my first channel, the one you're watching right now. Glenn says, I was watching the very boring Icelandic volcanic eruption on YouTube, so the notification came through, and it's an easy switch over. Oh man, if I can't beat a very boring volcanic eruption in Iceland, then I really must be doing something wrong. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I couldn't beat that, but I appreciate you clicking over. No, there has been no eruptions and very few tremors. Well, man, what's the point in watching an eruption if there's no eruption, right? But if there aren't even any tremors, what is there to watch? That's like, it reminds me of that movie that was made many years ago called Watching Paint Dry. Did you hear about that? I think it's a British movie. It's actually over 8 hours long. And according to what I read about it, the filmmaker made that movie specifically to force the ratings agents to watch all 8 hours of that movie in order to create a rating for it. It was a way to like get at the ratings board. It's kind of funny. Oh, man. Well, what I decided to do is go to Don Quijote. Glenn, did you go to Don Quijote while you were here? I mean, you've been to Japan a few times. You probably at least know of Don Quijote if you haven't actually been to Don Quijote. You've heard about that? Okay, cool. Well, maybe I'll turn the camera around because right now there's a lot going on. It's not too late. Let me switch my camera so you can see where I'm going right now. You went when you're in Okinawa. Okay, cool. Yeah, Don Quijote is all over the place. If you're in a small town or small city, you'll be hard pressed to find a Don Quijote. They're typically in the medium to large size cities, and even the small cities like Saijo in Higashi Hiroshima. That's the capital city of Higashi Hiroshima, and there's not a Don Quijote over there. There's only a Don Quixote in there may be 3 or 4 or 5 in Hiroshima City. I'm not sure. I've been trying to go to all of them because each one is a little different. The way they have the layout and the stuff that they have inside. Sometimes they have some unique, interesting things in one that they don't have in another, you know? This is my second time using my gimbal. I'm still wishing that I could use this gimbal out in my house. And I can, but unfortunately, until I get a better signal, I can't do any live videos out there. And that's kind of an update I could give you, any of those who are interested, like Glenn, interested in my videos at my house. One of the reasons I decided to stay in Hiroshima is not just for shopping at the grocery store at Costco tomorrow, but I'm also going to go to Rakuten. Rakuten is a mobile phone provider, and they have a much better signal in my area. A friend of mine, well, yeah, I guess you could say kind of a new friend of mine. I met him a few months ago. He came out to my house, and he lives in close to Saijo. And he and his wife actually just got a Nokia of their own. And I don't know how close they are to moving in. They should be moved in by now. But anyway, when he came out to my house, he was using his Rakuten phone, and he had absolutely no problem with signal. He had like 50 megabits per second download and 50 upload. I was blown away, and that was just on his mobile connection. I can't even get 5 down and 2 up. It's absolutely terrible. So, there's old Starbucks. So, tomorrow I'm going to stop at Rakuten and do 2 things. One, I'm going to ask them about changing my phone service to theirs. And 2, I'm going to see if they have some kind of deal where I can get a new phone also. Because if you get a package deal where you sign up for a few years, you can also get a phone. And if I can get a new phone that isn't crappy like the one I'm using right now, it seems like I keep having to settle for these so-so to crappy phones simply because I don't want to spend the money. I mean, I think it's stupid for somebody who has very low income or basic income to be spending $1,000, to be spending like $1,000 on a phone. If I had really good income, if I were making like $5,000 a month, I wouldn't have a problem getting the phone that I really want, which is like $1,100 or so. But right now, that's not possible. So I'm going to see if Rakuten has a deal where I can get a data plan and sign up for a couple of years and get a new phone with that data plan. Okay, Glenn says you can still do filming with the gimbal. Makes for a steady shot. Oh yeah, I definitely plan to use it anytime I'm shooting from now on. If it's not on my tripod, I'll definitely have it on the gimbal. From now on, I'm not going to do any handheld stuff. I'm always going to use the gimbal. I accidentally ordered the wrong gimbal. The gimbal that I meant to order has an AI camera, and it can automatically follow me, and I really wanted that. But when I realized that if I were to send this one back and get the other one, I would have to spend an extra $70. And I really debated about it, and I just thought, you know what? Whenever I decide to get the one with the AI camera, and I really feel like I can use it and need it, then I will sell this one and get it. But right now, the main reason I need it is to do what I'm doing right now, is to walk around and have a steady shot. I mean, it's pretty steady. I have a joystick. Like if I stand here, I'm not lifting it up at all. I'm just using the joystick. I can move it around. I can move it to the right, move it to the left, move it down, move it up. It's very, very cool. I think that the stabilization is pretty good. I guess. Oh yeah. I watched some of the footage I shot the other day, and it doesn't bob up and down so bad, and that's the main reason why I don't like a lot of gimbals, is because you can see them when you're going up and down while you're walking. I don't like that, but this one doesn't seem to be so bad. Okay, I can't remember the name of this road. It's one of the main roads in Hiroshima, and the Don Quijote, the Don Quijote should be very close by. I love this part right here. You see the Kirin sign that continues down the Hondori Street. And lots of karaoke. I've been into a couple of these karaoke places. They are very fun. Is like right there. Does it also have an app that goes on the phone? I have an old DJI Osmo. But yeah, it does have an app that goes on this phone, but I'm not using it right now. I'm just using the manual control. There are some options, but like right now, all I needed is for just some really good old school basic control. You know, I'm not getting too detailed right now. I just want to use the stick to control it. If you see it moving around like right now, to the left a little bit, to the right, that's me using the joystick. But yep, there it is. There's Don Quijote. Another side street here. And there's our Target. Okay. I don't remember how many floors there are, but we're gonna go through each floor. As for the app, Glenn, I'm not sure how many different features there are with the software that comes with this, but this is the second to last latest one. The latest one is called like the M6. This is the M5, and it's got really high ratings. So far, it's really nice. I had one called the Zhiyun Smooth. It's another Chinese brand that I used while I was in Tokyo, but I was dissatisfied with it. It wasn't bad, but for the price I paid, it just, to me, it was not worth it. So I just stopped buying them. And this is the next one that I bought since then. But I can say that this one is definitely superior. I'm already much more impressed with the performance, just liking it so far, especially with the joystick. I didn't have the joystick where I could move it around so easily and stuff with the last one I had. But anyway, oh, this is kind of cool. Let's see if I can get a shot of this. See the mirrors on the ceiling up here? I wonder if we can see ourselves. Go up that high? Yeah, right there, you see me? Yo, give you the thumbs up. You can see, or like a thumb sideways. Okay. All right, let's go on in. I got lots of winter pajamas out here. There's the little mascot. Now, just FYI, I'm not sure if they're gonna say anything to me about filming in here or not. I hope not. I hope they'll just leave me alone. Typically, if I'm not like bothering anybody or whatever, they usually don't say stuff. That's kind of like in Japan in general. If you're not deliberately shooting people or bothering anyone, they'll kind of leave you alone. Okay, this is the second floor. The first floor is kind of like where you check out. We'll save that for last because I might be buying something, and if I do, I'll need to check out down there, so we'll just save that for last. The people behind me, instead of going around me, they just come right up behind me like a backpack. They get right on my back and just stand there, and I have to move out of the way. I don't understand. Those are foreigners, though. Those are not Japanese. You could hear them from talking. But basically, this is on this first floor, you're going to notice that this is, I'm sorry, the second floor. Unless you're from Britain, then I guess you'll call this the first floor. But, well, that's another thing I don't know. In Australia, do they call the ground floor the 0 floor, and then the first floor and then or the second floor the first floor? That's something I don't know. I know they do that in Britain. But anyway, this is like all the cosmetics, shaving creams, and all that stuff. This is like the men's section. Tons and tons of stuff. Down here, all the razors. We got some big packs, but not nearly as large as the packs I get from Costco. I got a huge pack of razors from Costco the other day. I think it had 30 inside, and you talk about saving money, man. That'll last me for a year. But this is pretty cool. Oh man, Spider-Man and Iron Man Schick razors. That's one I use. I use Schick, but I don't want to spend that much just to get a Marvel razor blade. No thanks. I spent less than that to get my 30 blades. Hard pass. Yeah, tons and tons of stuff. All the tons and tons of toothbrushes, like 3 aisles of toothbrushes. And we get into the girl stuff, women's stuff, out of the guys. Beauty masks and stuff. You walk from the street into the ground floor, you always have to go up to get to the first floor, second floor, etc. Right, and in America, the ground floor is the first floor. Whoops. I want to turn my... One second. I want to turn my notifications off, so if the video freezes for a second, I apologize. Okay, so in Australia, the ground floor is basically 0, and the next floor is the first floor. So that's similar to Britain, I believe. In Britain it's the same, but in America, yeah. At least here, for me, it's convenient that they don't go by the British system, because if they did, it would be just one more thing that I'd have to get used to confuse me. It already took me a while to get used to the temperature and using kilometers and centimeters and all of that stuff. That's not something that we commonly use in the U.S., so not changing the floors is a little concession, I guess. Man, tons and tons of beauty supplies here. It's another thing you'll notice. I was talking with Danny, DIY Japan, and he said to me one day, he said the one thing that he doesn't like in Japan is how it's so loud. And I was like, what are you talking about? Everybody talks about how it's quiet. It's much quieter in Japan than it is in the U.S., in our home country. He goes, well, that's not what I mean. I mean in the stores. You go out and you're in and around the stores. It's just like this kind of stuff right here. This is a really good advertisement, and they got it blasting really loud, right? And at the same time, they have ads going over the speakers, and they have ads going all over the place. And so the whole store is just one big loud festival. driving on the correct side of the road. Well, you know, there's a reason why we call it the right side of the road, Glenn, you know. One of my university teachers told me one time, a long time ago, that the one thing that all of the left-handed driving or left-handed driving road had in common was that they were all. Oh, you can say hello to ourselves here. You can see me in all my beauty. Yeah. Good develop. Signal's choppy and interrupted. Hoping it wouldn't, but you know, once again, I think it'll improve a little bit once I get the Rakuten instead of the Docomo. Maybe it'll be a little better as I go up into a higher floor. I think we've probably seen enough of this floor. Oh, they got a pharmacy here. That's cool. I didn't know that they had a pharmacy. Well, learn something every day. In this back corner, it looks like you've got the pet supplies and pet food. So if you ever come to Don Quixote, it's possible that on the same floor with the health items and pharmacy and everything, they also have that. But I think we can go up to the second floor. That was just for you, Glenn. For me, it's the third floor. Wrong way. I'm not gonna do the stairs. Still don't have the energy to be doing the stairs. Tons and tons of beauty supplies here. Okay, here's the other escalator. Let's see if it has the... Yeah, you see right here? This is correct, the third floor. Ground floor, first floor. And then second floor, and now the third floor. Oh, they got the Christmas stuff out here. It was all Halloween, but of course it's after Halloween now, so it's all Christmas stuff. Lots of black Santa Claus. Not that type of black Santa Claus. This is a Japanese guy dressed up in black clothes. Black dress Miss Santa Claus? I don't know. And then red dress Miss Santa Claus. Look, fireworks Santa Claus. Hanabi. I'm also being distracted by a 7-week-old kitten. 7 weeks old? Wow, that's tiny. I think I saw a 7-week-old puppy earlier. The girl actually had it out on a leash. He could barely walk. It was having a hard time with the leash, but it was very cute. Speaking of cute, these are cute. I don't really know why someone would wear a Christmas tree or a snowman outfit. I mean, it is cute, but not quite sure. What in the world are these doing over here? These look like something that you would get during Halloween. Chinese style dresses. Little Red Robin Hood. And these just supposed to be like sexy dresses. For what reason, I don't know. They got the French maids down there too. I'm not really sure what these are here for. I thought maybe they'd be on sale or something, like leftover from Halloween, but that's definitely not on sale. He even says, get excited, Halloween. Well, you know, if my girlfriend were wearing that, I might get excited. Let's see what else they got over here. Inflatable Santa Claus, some Christmas trees. Oh, that's another thing. If you're in Japan and you want to get a Christmas tree, you can get one at Don Quixote. These are pretty cool. You got some hats, some warm hats, Some cute hats. And I got some Pokemon stuff. Mario hats. These aren't very expensive. It's about 15 American dollars for that. That's not expensive. And you got all these different types of hat here. And then like all of these, like some type of pajamas. 50 or 5,000 yen. About $35, 35 US dollars. Not expensive. Right now the dollar is very strong against the yen, so this is the party corner. Dress up. Yeah, might as well stop here first and then go downstairs and pick up some cold drinks on the way out. Go home and have a party. Yeah, and those are like the non-party pajamas over there. You got winter gloves in that corner. Some jackets. What in the world are those things? I don't know what those are. Pom pom. It's like a hot water bottle. Oh, these are water canteens. Some metal one. And these are, this pom pom is like a rubber one. I guess you can microwave it. It looks like. This is this thing right here. It's a automatic pump. It says right here auto pump, and I was up here reading the kana, the katakana, and I read it. Auto pump. I guess it's just for pumping water. Hey, do you need that to pump out of your canteen? Maybe it's to pump water into it, I guess. Huh. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's like it's not expensive. About $8 to $11 or so. $8 to $10. Kind of an outdoors, very small outdoors section here, though. Thermal vests. I guess you can wear under your clothes. Look, yo. It's a warm G. If you want to make friends with a cool G, make friends with this warm G. You put it around your neck and stay warm, I guess. You feel like you have a warm friend who's like your closest G. Let's take a quick gander at the rest of the Christmas section right quick. Yeah, over here they got the Christmas hats. I've still got one somewhere. I need to dig it out because in December I start wearing it all around town. But the deluxe Santa hat. Whoops. I wouldn't mind having a much nicer Santa hat instead of getting one of those. I used to have one that I got in China that had like glitter and sequins all over it. But it was cheaply made, so it was starting to come apart. I had to get rid of it. Oh man, there's one. Luchador Santa. How do you like that? And they got like that's kind of scary looking, isn't it? It's a Christmas tree? What is that supposed to be? Oh, the star on top of the tree? Oh man, that'd be hilarious. I want to go out with a few friends. They even got the reindeer. That's kind of scary. But wouldn't that be cool? Grab 3 of your friends and go out wearing these, go drinking or something. Santa, Christmas tree, reindeer, and a star. I don't see an elf. I don't have an elf. No, I don't see one, but we got the black Santa Claus hat. That's kind of cool. Kind of want to get one of those. That's very different. Why do I keep pulling it off the hanger? They got too many packed on there. Let's see. They got the big hats with the horns, antlers. These are pretty big. She looks coy. This one's Rudolph. You put that on, that just hangs down right in your eyes. On the picture, it's sitting on her forehead, but I guarantee you that just from the design, it's gonna like hang down in your face. design doesn't look so good. Okay, now here are all the like cosplay dress up stuff. Let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. So this one or this one? I'm gonna have to go with this one because it shows belly. This one here, gray. Okay, this one looks like a in-house in-call massage girl. Okay, these are more Christmassy with the red. I don't quite understand the bunny ears though. It doesn't seem to quite match. This makes more sense. It has bunny ears on the hood, but they're red, so it looks better. But this outfit looks more like a strange Red Rabbit hood. That's what it looks like. Little Red Rabbit hood. More than a Christmas thing. I don't know what she's doing here. Is she like trying to claw like a cat or something? I don't know. And then they've got... Okay, this one is more Christmassy. It doesn't have the ears on it. I like that one a little more. And they got the black version of the cat. Brown. Meh. I don't know. Those are strange looking gloves. Like, really fire hazard cooking mitts. Then they got a lot of dress up stuff in the plastic bags here. Nothing wrong. Well, you're on the naughty list, so you're gonna get some coal this year. There we are again with the rabbit ears. What's the deal with those ears? It even says rabbit. Rabbit Santa. Rabbit Santa red. Rabbit Santa. Well, first of all, that's Miss Santa, if anything. So that's Miss Rabbit Santa. Or Rabbit Miss Santa? I don't know. I don't even know what that color is. It's kind of a cross between cream and pink. Strange. I guess this brown is, yeah, like they got the antlers. I guess that's supposed to be like reindeer. And this doesn't really say Christmas too much to me. I don't know. I think the other side's going to be Christmas trees. A Christmas season in Japan may be a very silly season to visit. Oh, it's my favorite. I love that it lasts so long and that they've got so much stuff, because I've never seen so much decoration and stuff and lights in my life in any place I've ever lived. My hometown even never had so many things, you know. I mean, look at this. This is just one store, but whenever you go out into the city, yeah, you'll have illuminations all over the place and tons and tons of stuff to just, you know, like, maybe the only thing, they've got lights here, okay? You see the LED lights and stuff, and they've got some really cool knickknacks and things that you can get. And of course, you can get those in the U.S. too, but most of the lighting that you want to get, you have to kind of do your homework and buy it online, because they don't have a huge selection in the stores, and it tends to be a little overpriced. Like, look at these. This small 5-meter LED set is 43.78 yen. So it's close to $30 just for this 5-meter set of LEDs. That's overpriced. So better to buy them online if you're going to get them in Japan. But in the US, you can definitely get Christmas lights in the store for much cheaper. Christmas decoration set. These are probably just plastic. Yeah, plastic ornaments. You get some garland. Garland's not too expensive. Well, these are a little more expensive. Okay. A variety of stuff to go on your head. Alright, that's it for the Christmas corner. Here's the Don Quixote song. This area is like for bedding. Comforters, pillows, sheets, blankets. Those are some cool looking pillows right there. Is that what that is? Yeah, those are pillows. Wow, really soft. I like that. It's called Rongu Piro. Long pillow. Long pillow. Yeah, it is kind of a long. It is kind of a long pillow. I'll give it that. Tails boiled. Hot chocolate time. Ha! Hilarious. I just bought some hot chocolate at Costco for my girlfriend, and her daughter gave some to her yesterday from the Swiss Miss with marshmallows. Got it for her so she could take it home and share it with her daughter. Huh. She's got this little corner back here with a gate. I guess if I'm bad, they'll put me in here. I don't want to test the theory though. You know, some of these prices are not bad. If you take a look at the set, this is a whole set. Comes with 3 pieces. Basically a pad, a comforter, and one pillow. And that's 10,000 yen, basically about $70 or so. And they've got different sizes. Comes in a box with a handle, very easy to grab and go. So, yeah. This is probably a cheaper place, but they won't have quite the same selection as Nitori. If you've never heard of Nitori, Nitori is like a home center place. I don't mean like hardware. It's not like hardware. It's like home furnishings, furniture, bedding, and stuff like that. So you can go there and get bed mattresses and blankets and futons and all of that, but they're gonna have a bigger selection. Prices aren't bad. But if you just want something quick and it's late at night and you don't have any choice, you can go to Don Quijote. Some mattresses and a bag. Yeah. You see what I mean yet about things being loud? This is what Danny was talking about. Man, when I'm outside it's chilly, so I have my jacket on. It really helps me out, but man, being inside, it's quite warm. Okay. Oh, it appears there are 2 more sections to the 3rd floor. And this one, let's take a step down here and we'll see. For those guys who are interested in being alone tonight, you can come here and pick up your choice of Tenga supplies. But they also seem to have some bikes. These look like kids' bikes. And it's kind of interesting to put the kids' bikes right across from the male self-pleasuring corner. Don't you think that's a bit of a strange thing to do? And check this out. You know what that is? That's the adult corner over there. You go through that little doorway, or that little opening that's covered. You're going to see all of the JAV stuff, the Japanese adult video and stuff. And right over here is all of the men's pleasuring stuff. And then boom, right here we have kids' bikes. Makes sense, right? Get them started early. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm sure that YouTube will take my video down for shooting that. Combo drink tonight: Starbucks chocolate and Starbucks salted caramel chocolate together. Now, are you putting it into the same size cup as you would normally for one, or are you changing the portion sizes to make it correct? Are those like packages that are pre-made for a certain size, or do you have like some type of scoop where you can scoop out as much as you want? Here's all the bike cables. That wall over there, that's where the escalators are. That's where we came up. So you can see how far it is from this wall to that wall. Mobile batteries. Yep. 10,000 mAh batteries. I just got a 2-pack of these at Costco because I need it when I'm walking around filming. Oh, PlayStations. So in this corner back here we have the games, video games, Nintendo Switches, and then we have Switch games, PS5 games, and the PS5s themselves. Back here, like air fresheners, car air fresheners, right next to the gaming stuff. Computer peripheral parts, computer mice, keyboards, routers, all that kind of stuff. Over here you have some car accessories and plugs and that sort of thing. Some LED lights. And basic electronic stuff for for electrics, power strips, some lighting, fluorescent lights, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's it for this floor. Unless we cut through and find something else. Let's go to the left since we came from that direction down there. We'll go through the middle and see what else they have. This seems to be mostly phone stuff through here. They got AirPods and related accessories. More phone related stuff. Okay, here we have appliances. So this is the one corner we missed. Home appliances. Razors. Electric razors, that is. Women's appliances. We got some body and shoulder massagers and that sort of thing. Some hair crimpers, hair stylers, all sorts of stuff. You can see there's like a huge selection here. Lots and lots of stuff. It's also a great place to come with gifts, man. Really though, seriously. If you don't know what to get somebody and you want to just find something that looks unique that you haven't seen anywhere else, you can definitely find something. There's literally something you can find for anybody in Don Quixote. Tons and tons of beauty appliances here. And in this last corner, a few home appliances. Ranges, microwave ovens, electric ranges, water kettles. Rechargeable beer server. Cool. Make some Japanese food at home with this. Grills. Home grills, electric grills. Maybe you can do your own yakiniku at home. Probably a lot cheaper to do this at home than to go out to eat, that's for sure. But it is fun to go out to yakiniku and eat with your friends. It's a good time. Once again, very loud, huh? Okay, we're on the wrong side to go up to the 4th floor, but we'll give it a try. Oh yeah, they do have some Hello Kitty stuff here. This is the Hello Kitty section. And over here, some puzzles and things. A few kids' items. The gashapons are on every floor, I think. The capsule toys. Yeah, and they've got a few aisles of toys. These are games, and they've got some toys, some figures, some Japanese related merchandise over here, Japan related merchandise, right? Once again, if you don't want to go to like these cheap souvenir shops, you can come here and get this kind of stuff, and the price is probably better. You can get all sorts of Japan related stuff. Pretty cute stuff, right? I like the samurai. It's kind of cool. Geisha also I like. And the cat. Very cute. You said no, it's a double super cup. Salted caramel and a single service single serve pocket, and the chocolate is help yourself from the tin. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, here we go. Go up to the 4th floor. It looks like there's some bags and watches and stuff, like some luxury goods, luxury items up here is what it appears to be. Discount luxury items. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, yeah, in this corner over here, as soon as you come off the escalator, this whole side over here is just full of all sorts of luxury goods, watches, bags, jewelry, all sorts of things. The more expensive stuff, popular stuff, they're gonna put in glass cases and lock them up. They've even got a huge capsule machine here. This one costs $5,000 to play. Holy crap, that's it's expensive. Well, they do have some expensive stuff in there, so if you can get something nice, like if you can get that Gucci wallet, that sells for about 90,000 yen. If you can get it for 5,000, that's a great deal. Some Gucci, Diesel, Coach, all sorts of stuff there. Supreme stuff. Supreme sweatshirt. $700 for that sweatshirt. I don't see the value in that at all. T-shirts. Supreme T-shirt. That's really close to, that's over $200. Like what, $250 for that T-shirt? I don't get it. I don't get it. These hats. I've never paid that much for a hat, ever. The cheapest one up here is $140. This has 2 name brands on it, Supreme and North Face. Little bitty tiny bag, and it's hundreds of dollars. Interesting. Over here, Coach bags, and some other name brand bags. Tons and tons of purses. Lots and lots of stuff over here. Michael Kors. My ex-girlfriend liked Michael Kors. Lots and lots of Coach bags here. By the way, if anybody's interested in any of these things, if you're going to buy something, let me know. Sometimes I do that. Last week, I mailed off 3 boxes of stuff to the U.S., so if there's something here that you want to buy, I'm always happy to pick it up and send it for a small fee. Probably you can find something that you can't get there, or maybe you can get it at a better deal. Lots and lots of wallets. More bags and stuff. Lots and lots of watches. I would love to get a really, really nice watch, but oops, I left my watch at the hotel. Oh well, no big deal. Some of this stuff is not too expensive. Gucci tie for a little over $100. There's another one for $70. It's not bad. Armani tie. It's not very expensive. Got to go with my Armani suit. I got an Armani suit from a secondhand store. I only paid about $120 for it. How's that for a deal? Sunglasses. I'll never understand why Ray-Ban is so popular. I've never liked Ray-Ban. Always overpriced to me. not stylish, and overpriced. Lots and lots of jewelry. A lot of this stuff is not expensive. It looks bling, but the price is really low. Stainless. If I were a baseball player, I guess I'd have to buy a lot of chains. Zippos are always expensive. These are about $70. Some of them are much, much more. A lot of anime Zippos here. Most of them seem to be about $70 though. Zippo lighter fluid set. A Zippo and a lighter fluid for about $35. Setpo. Okay, now we got shoes. And these are just generic wallets and books and stuff. Over here in the corner, it seems that we have shoes. Some belts, men's dress shoes. These are actually not too bad. These are like a little nicer quality. They're like, I don't know, they're almost like outdoor slippers. Not bad. Price is not bad. Something like this I would not be able to use out of my house. There would be anywhere to wear that, but if you have a place in the city, maybe you can wear something like this around. Lots of dress shoes in the back there. And bags if you want to be a salary man. They've got the dress socks, ties, and everything. So I guess this is Salary Man Corner. That's what this is right here. So I found Salary Man Corner in Don Quixote. Kickback sneaker. You want to relax but you need shoes? These are the ones you need, the kickback sneakers. And they will only set you back $27.39. These are similar to the ones I have on right now that are Puma. Oh, you can see I got the Puma ones from Costco, and I paid about the same price as these. So instead of getting these generic ones with no laces, I got the Puma with the laces, and they're really nice so far. So no complaints from me. Active gear, tennis shoes, $4,300. This is the place to come for discount, no brand name shoes and slippers, I guess. These are the slippers I really want to get for my house, but I just haven't gotten them. This is the mascot of Don Quixote, this penguin, and I really want these slippers, but you know the price is almost 2,000 yen, so basically about almost $15, and I feel like it's just too expensive. So I just put it on my list. Maybe one day someone will get me a pair of these as my Christmas gift or something. So if you're listening and you want to bring me a Christmas gift that's cheap, then you can get me something like this, the Don Quixote slippers. Okay, so this entire area over here, from here all the way over there, is mostly the luxury good items, with the back corner is the salaryman hookup section. We got a few suitcases here. This section continues on and turns into the women's shoes and all of that kind of stuff. And this all the way down to here, women's shoes and slippers. And these are like the cheaper women's accessories, like, you know, earrings and stuff like that. You can see all of that here. I don't think any of this stuff is going to be particularly expensive. It's just It reminds me of Claire's or something. Claire's where you just walk in and you buy the cheap accessories. If any of you know about Claire's in the shopping mall, women's gloves, scarves, that sort of thing. Some more like colognes and perfumes and stuff over there. Women's stuff. Umbrellas. You can probably see that. Like pocket coat. This is kind of cool. It's like a raincoat. You just put it in your pocket. If it rains, there you go. And lots more suitcases down here in the corner. And backpacks. Huge corner. I know lots of people, since I've been in Japan, I've known lots of people who came to Japan either traveling or, you know, just came to Japan or were looking for a way to take some extra stuff back from shopping. And they came to Don Quijote to buy suitcases. I think I've been with people 3 times when they were like, I need to go to Don Quixote and get a suitcase. Do you want to go with me? And there you can see they got a pretty huge selection. So from here on the floor, on the wall, all the way down, all over the place. And pretty much every Don Quixote that I'm aware of has a lot of these suitcases here, and I think the prices are not bad. So if you need a suitcase or a bag, backpack, you can definitely find something here. If you're not concerned about getting something that's absolutely brand name, but they do have some brand names here. These are pretty cool. These bags right now are 50% off. Some of them. Wow. That's a big discount. So what's the price? This is a Coleman bag. It was $8,000 and now it's $4,000. So it's very basic, but it is a name brand bag. Some of these are pretty cool. Pretty big. Umbro. This is an Umbro bag, but it's very basic, very thin. It is 50% off, so you can get a good deal on it. Yeah, all of these bags seem to be similar. They're different brand names, but they're very light. And even though they have the brand name, they're very thin. There's a Champion, same thing, very light, very thin. Another Champion, like a gym bag. Yeah, they've got them marked off. You can see they got them marked down. And that's a Champion tote bag. But there's nothing special about any of these bags. They're all very thin, very light. But in this corner, check this out. Huge selection of bags back here. Backpacks and all sorts of bags. Also some money bags, if you're into that. If you want to look like a douche, if you're a guy who wants to look like a douche, you can buy one of those. And some anime pajamas in the corner here. These are really cute. Got the egg, omelet egg. That's very cheap. Very cheap. It's only like 15 bucks. See, this would make a really cute gift for somebody, I think. Stuff like this typically don't just walk into the store and get back in the US. And they've got some really cool, like, local flavor stuff. You know, Japan t-shirts. Got ninja, different sushi with a Japanese written on there. It's pretty cool. You got some t-shirt with ramen. Oh, cool. Check that out. That's cool. Oh, this is a map of Japan. This has got some different views of Japan. It's almost like ukiyo-e. Very cool. Oh. See that? Sakura with Michael and Kyoto, all the torii gates. And carp. That's the one I'd like to have. I was born the year of the fish, so I'm also in Hiroshima. And now this is really cool because here you got tons of magnets and stuff. And like I said, this is all Japan-related merchandise, so it's super easy to come into any Don Quixote and find this stuff and pick up little gifts. So in one place you can come in and find all sorts of gifts for... I'm glad. I'm using the Prism software right now, Glenn, and I do have it set for 1080p, and it's supposed to try to force the 1080p onto the YouTube live video, but of course that depends on the connection, whether or not it will look good or not, you know. But oh, they got some MLB hats here. That's the worst team in the MLB right there. Let's put that one in the back, because who cares about the Dodgers? Yeah, let's cover that up with the Angels. The Angels at least have Ohtani, so let's cover up the Dodgers with them. They probably won't have an Astros hat here, because the Astros are too good to be sold in most stores, so you don't ever see them. They've got the A's. It's the worst team in the MLB, and they've got their hat here, but they don't have an Astros hat. That's okay, I've got one on my head. My phone is at 20% battery. It was at 55% when I started. This corner is really nice. They've got a huge supply. It's a nice variety of sweatshirts. That's really cool. I like hats, and I like sweatshirt. All of a sudden, the picture came good, but didn't last long. Well, yeah. I don't have a lot of battery left, so I think that's pretty much it for this floor. We're on the 4th floor, I believe, right? So let's venture up. Is there a fifth floor? The only thing that I didn't point out on this floor is immediately when you come off the escalator and turn to the left, this area right in here is a lot of women's bras and support and stockings and things like that. All of this area right here. But I'm on the wrong side. I can't go up here. So let's walk around. Yeah, see? Sexy. Well, it's sexy time. Hey, Glenn, you want to wear some of those? Okay. Maybe this is the last floor. Yep, the third one up. You're gonna be the third one up. Oh, okay, I see. It seems here that they've added this. I don't remember this. The Sports and Card Game Cafe. Mint Hiroshima. I'm not into cards or card games in Japan. Not even Pokemon, but apparently they've got all sorts of games and card games and stuff. And they got an area here. I've never seen this before. Interesting. Take a quick walk. Pretty cool. Okay, this is a massage over here, it looks like. And this corner is Kyoto kimono. Very cute. And oh, Kuroneko is a cat made cafe. Is that what this is? Made Magical Cafe. That's what this is. Made Magical Cafe. I don't know if we're going to be able to film, but I hear some people back here. Let's take a quick look. Put a nickel. That's what it says. So these are prices. They have three different set options here, I guess. Okay, interesting. You set around this thing here, I guess. And the girls come around and serve you. Maybe I should come back on Happy Tuesday. Let me see if I can get a glimpse in here on this side. Okay. This is, yeah, it's a couple of the customers looked at me from in there. I don't want them to think that I'm trying to shoot them or anything. Elevators over there. Okay, that's pretty much it for here. Okay. There's a bar in here, a very long bar that goes all the way down, and then there's a girl dressed up like the cute cat maids, and she takes your order. And that's what she's in there doing right now to the old couple. I think it's kind of funny because the people that are in there right now is just an old couple. As soon as I walked by, they both spun around and looked at me like I had caught them. It's not similar to the maid cafes in Akihabara. It's very different. Look at all the tables here for card games. Wow, pretty serious. And look at all the cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters. And more tables for card games. Wow. Crazy. Some people are really into the card games. Okay, that's the last one. Staff only, so that means me. Let's go. No, just kidding. I see storage up there, boxes. We're gonna go downstairs. Well, that's pretty much it for the main floors, the upper floors of Don Quixote. And before we get back down to the first floor, hey, ooh, we lost you. Ah, that's what they all say. Everyone loses me. On the first floor, it's like supermarket stuff. You're gonna find all the food, the drinks, liquor, any of that stuff. It's all on the first floor. So, I mean, I can kind of walk through right quick, but my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna have to end the live stream unless I can plug up and power. But I'm not sure if I can do that and run my gimbal at the same time. Let me see, what is the power at right now? 14%. Woo. It's interesting how I can feel it getting cooler as I go down floor by floor. The air is getting colder and colder. Hey Glenn, let me show you this. Check this out. First floor. First floor. That's right, first floor. The first floor is the ground floor. The picture is clear in parts of that floor. Yeah. Here we are. See? This is the side door going outside, so this is the first floor. Wah, wah, wah. And those are beautiful eggs. In this area over here, you're going to see lots and lots of beer. Look at this. I've never heard of this. Asahi Dry Crystal. Huge. It's only 3.5% alcohol though. But that's a huge can, man. I've never heard of that beer. Lots and lots of beer over here in this corner. And lots of alcohol. If you want to buy mixers, alcohol, whiskey, any type of liquor or beer, cold or otherwise, you can probably find it here. The one that I've been looking for is, what's it called? Oh, there it is, Bailey's. That's it. They don't have this at Costco, not here. I've been looking for this because I wanted to make like some special holiday drinks. And now I know where to come get it. There it is. Very good. Nice. Man, seeing the prices here, it's crazy. Cointreau, just $2,600, and 30,000 for this one. It's so much cheaper here than it is in the U.S. Oh man, got mixed nuts and stuff. Tons of snacks, as you can see. More alcohol, tons of drinks, tons of snacks. So you can find imported snacks from all over, from many different countries, but also like Asian, lots of Asian style snacks. Here, all of these are squid snacks. So if you're adventurous, you can try that. I'm not into the seafood stuff, but Oh, these are the cashiers, so we're gonna go back around this way. Let's see if I can make the round right quick before the battery runs out. Okay. More alcohol right here. And snacks. Aha, okay. Over here they get the milk and juices and stuff like that. See if I can find something delicious for me to drink that's maybe good for me. I'm gonna take this right here. Or should I get the kagome? Maybe the kagome is better. Yep, it is. The kirin is not as good as the kagome. And which one should I get? This one. Back on the ground, you'll be safe. Yes, safe on the ground, baby. Tons of juice options and milk. And look at all these small carton drinks. Tons. It's like the convenience store on steroids. You can smell the sauces and the seasonings here. Very strong flavor. More disconcerting. Not really sure what that is. Interesting display. More cooking stuff. It's gonna be kind of awkward paying for this with my gimbal. Cats and all that stuff over there. Creamer and sugar and all that junk. We've also got lots of cup noodles, sodas, water, other drinks, variety of stuff, and cold ones that you can also get as well. Grab one in the cooler. Lots of coolers all over the place. Monster Energy. Lots and lots of stuff. Sometimes they have some interesting drinks that you can find over here. Let's see if they got anything of note. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that really sticks out to me over here. Let's go over here, corner. Interesting looking stuff. Got the A&W root beer up here. Guarana, Antarctica. This latte, this Tully's latte, it has no sugar. All this is tea. And they've got several different types of Coke here. All these lattes and milk teas have sugar. Can't drink that. And some more tea and lattes and hot. These are hot drinks. Yeah. More Kit Kats. You can always find a selection of Kit Kats at Don Quijote. If you want to grab some for your friends, check this out. You got the sake, strawberry cheesecake, strawberry, another different strawberry cheesecake. This one's like the Fuji strawberry cheesecake, plum wine, strawberry. This one is Uji matcha. Very nice. So many different flavors. Pretty cool. These make for really good gifts. I love giving Kit Kat because I like all the different flavors of Kit Kat. If you don't know this, sometimes when you visit the airports in Japan, the different airports, you can find some Kit Kat that they only sell at that airport. FYI. Lots more chocolate and candies and snacks. Sometimes you can even find some American cereals here that you can't find anywhere else, so it's possible. Let me turn this camera around right quick and I'm going to try to pay. I'm going to set my gimbal down so I can try to pay. I've got a stand. Hi. Oh, come on, Mom. Oh.
229円が1点で247円です。 され前に。
Okay.
前。Please.
はい。ありがとうございます。
はい。
240円。はい。Let's see if I have enough change. Yep, I do. はい。どうぞ。250。ありがとうございます。Okay. Let's walk out the side and we'll be done. There we go. And that, my dear friends, is the basic layout of the Don Quijote close to Hondori Street in Hiroshima. If I can adjust the camera right, there we go. My camera, my phone camera, is probably about to die, so I'm about to end this live stream. But before I do, I just want to say thank you for joining, and I do hope that it's been interesting for you and that you will come back for some future stuff. And if you're interested in my slow renovation of my old Japanese house, feel free to go check out my other channel. Like I said, it is Akiya Kominka Life, also on YouTube. If I remember later on, I'll put the link in the description, but there's no guarantee that I'll remember to do that. This street right here, you can find a lot of okonomiyaki, which is a great local food to get while you're in Hiroshima. I highly recommend it. If you haven't had it, I highly recommend you do. It's better than Kanto. So the Osaka okonomiyaki is inferior. It is second to the okonomiyaki here. And if you're from Osaka or you're offended, I'm sorry. It's just true. Hiroshima okonomiyaki is just the best. It's Ichiban. Okay, so you know the message here. Have a good night, Brandon. Glenn, thank you so much. And I do appreciate you watching. I hope it was still, all the way through, was more interesting, even when the signal was bad. I hope it was much more interesting than the no tremor, no volcanic eruption video that you were checking out earlier. But anyway, wow, that's a small place. But this is a good place to stop. Not as bustling. Fun to have a chat. Yeah, with you too. Let's stay in contact. I'm sure we will. Hopefully whenever I get back to the house. It's getting pretty chilly now, so very soon I'm going to have to see about getting an apartment in Onomichi. And as soon as that works out, hopefully I can, shortly after that, go back to school. I'm studying Japanese, and hopefully I'll be able to get myself back into my school, my Japanese school, and be doing that full time as I continue to improve my health and get better. But for now, that's pretty much it. Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to get around to. Because of the temperature dropping, I've been wanting to test out that thermal camera. And so that's what I'm really looking forward to doing when I get back out there. So anyway, that's all for now. Thanks again for joining. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. じゃあね。